All right, so in the future, what I'm going to do is what I'm planning on doing is right here. I'm going to have my top 5 players highlights going, and what's going to happen is that I'm going to do the interactive draft talking with you guys. We're going to try to get everything going. We're going to try to go over a lot of things as it relates to football, the directions of the team, what we hope to have, what we hope to draft. In my opinion, I think we should go with OJ Howard's of the world. Reason why I want to go with him, because he can bring in that extra element. He can bring in just a different top level of offense that we already have, but we just need that one extra piece on our offense. And hopefully we can get a speedy guy to match on the outside. I'm going to do film and tape on it, McDuffie kid, so that we can get things going there. What I can see, everything on this beta test is going pretty well. Say just a test. Test 1, 2, and 3. I want to be able to get this thing going. So next week, ladies and gentlemen, next week I will be back doing the draft talking, doing draft interactions and stuff like that. But football is football, right? Let me see. Max, what's up, man? You guys can hear me. Daniel, thank you for joining in. You guys are my guinea pig for today, if you don't mind. I'm just beta testing things out, try to get everything going for next week. Going to be able to go over a few things that's on the draft, so hopefully you guys can have some draft questions for me. I did a lot of research on selected players. It's crazy because it's possible that we can get not Samuel Thomas, but the Thomas kid, Solomon Thomas, and it's possible for us to get Charles Harris, and it's possible for us to get OJ. So many dynamics that this team can lean on, or Dory Jacksons of the world. It just depends on their on what they do in the combine and off the field stuff that beyond this time to next time. But it's going to be something remarkable. The draft is always a bittersweet type of thing. Testing 1, 2, and 3. Mic check. How do you feel about Jalen Smith in the lineup? Daniel, Jalen Smith is going to put this team on a whole different level. He's going to be able to place this team defensively in a whole different category. Granted, if he can stay healthy, he's going to put this team so high above, what we saw last year. So I really think that he's going to do that. Sorry about the little interference there, but that's what I feel about that. If we get AJ in free agency, man, that's going to be a plus. That's going to be max. That's going to be something that's going to elevate and push this team even higher. AJ, if we can find a way to get free agent players. The reason why I like free agent players is because free agency players are known commodities. You know what you're going to get with those type of players. You know what's in the wheelhouse. You know what's going to happen. Now, granted, of course, we had Brandon Carr, and he wasn't as spectacular as we wanted, but he showed up every Sunday, and that's what you get with a free agent player versus the draft and stuff like that. Look at it this way. I say it all the time. The New England Patriots were able to get Revis a few years back through free agency or whatever, picked him up, paid pretty penny to pick him up, and they did miss a beat. This year, they was able to pick up Martellus Bennett. Gronkowski was out, and they didn't miss a beat. Not saying that they will not be where they at now, but they pick up these players from free agency. If you think about it, if you look at it collectively, the Atlanta Falcons, they picked up free agency pieces. The New York Giants, they was able to utilize the free agency. Now, you still got to play in the draft, but I just don't want us to be complacent and not believing in the product that was already presented to us through free agency. That can be the staff problem. If they look at it on saving money, you got to take a small risk in order to get to where you want to go with in this particular world. You got to take that little small risk. And if they do not do that, this free agency, then they're just trying to play long ball and they're too scared to win, So they got to be able to go out this free agency, pick up key players that's going to be able to play, whether it be the offense, whether it be defense. We got to have that one catalyst. If I hope I'm just being blunt with you guys, being straightforward, being what we really needs to happen is get that one, maybe one or two pieces. You don't need to go crazy. You don't need to pay nobody $50 or $60 million, but you just need to get that one or two pieces. And just like that, that's my time. All right, it's just a beta test, man. I thank all y'all for pretty much being part of the team and stuff like that. But let me know who you guys think we should pick up in free agency and who we should pick up in the draft and stuff like that. My cup of tea is on OJ Howard. I would go with him. I would try to select him because what he brings to the team, far as being an offensive weapon, being offensively dynamic in our team. We do know that Jason Witten getting long in the tooth. Yeah, he's been around. He's reliable is what I call him. But we need somebody that's going to be able to step into the gaps when he's gone. And why not get a player like this guy who's going to be like remarkable on the next level? He's not the tight ends of the past that we have, and he's not his screws are not loose like Martellus Bennett. So I think that he'll fit well within his team. And that's all I have for today. But let me just read y'all comment. I thank y'all for joining in. Let me see who all. Ultimate Gamer 012, thank you for joining in. Hey Law on Twitter, look up 2017 draft. Been following them for 2 months. Their mock draft, not bad. The Cowboys 28 pick. Who did they have selected for the 28 pick, Mark? Ultimate Gamer 012. Who do they have us selecting? Max, Houston may not have enough cash to resign DeAndre Hopkins. And haven't already given him the cash. DeAndre Hopkins is going to look for a big payout. And that's where I'm saying we need to take a risk in the free agency, but we don't need to take a 70 million or 80 million, whatever he's asking for. I don't know what the market is right now. I have to go back and look. I think it's like 55 million or something like that. Maybe 15 to 16 million dollars a year as far as top wide receivers, and we just don't need to take that type of risk. But we do need to take some type of risk. Should we trade like a Deshaun Jackson? We need to take that type of risk, or Calais Campbell, or we need to get somebody that can just help this team, whether it be veteran help or whether it be just speed that we can't count on. Damn, I gotta answer these calls. Should we trade the first round pick with Romo? Trade up? Yeah, we should do that. Daniel, we should figure out a way to maximize the situation with Romo and this sort of thing. We need to figure out a way to get some picks from Romo. If Denver willing to swap with us to get Tony Romo and we keep our 28th pick, I can see us picking up OJ with the 20th pick And then with the 28 pick, we pick up maybe a stud defensive player. If Thomas still on the board, we can pick him up. What would that be? Good Lord, that would be something nice. We should go get Malcolm Butler if he goes or Xavier Rhodes. Them guys ain't going nowhere. They're going to stay on that team, Daniel. That's been my time. I thank you guys for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. May God bless. And how about them Cowboys? I'm out. Peace. Thank y'all, man. Let me know how I do on the beta. And also, I got what I'm going to put right there is 3 other boxes, and we're going to have the my top 3 or my top 5 prospects going in a continuous loop. Thank you guys for joining in. I'm out.